Diets and workouts, you've done the work, so why can't you get to your goal weight? That's because up to 70% of your weight is predetermined by your genetics. So while you've been told that it's all about your willpower, you're actually fighting your biology. Don't do it alone. Found's Doctor Design program uses medication as part of a treatment plan that targets your body's unique biological needs so that your body works with you and not against you. Take the quiz at joinfound.com to see if Found's weight loss program is right for you.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
In the year 247, in the Age of Judges, Vartan was summoned home after the death of his father. Upon his return, Vartan discovered something evil festering beneath the city of Eterno. With the help of some very unlikely allies, Vartan works to uncover the mysteries of his hometown and put an end to the nightmares that plague his people. Welcome to Ethereal Embrace. Hey, that's me, Vartan. Good thing Baya and I are good at whispering. We're so quiet that nobody is hearing when they're standing even right next to us.
Day 3. Timmoren's farm.
So I'm thinking I think we could do some portal magic. Like, let's rip off that bandage and try and get her to trust us.
If you think that's what's best, Vartan, I'll go along with it.
Yeah, I do think we really need her help, so yeah, I think that's best.
Okay, I'll let her know.
Okay.
You want to go? You want to go to the portal in your basement?
No, I mean I still got the stone on me now.
Oh, okay. Yes, let's do that.
We could. You know what? We could go into the woods, and like we were talking about, and we can get to the cabin and use the portal there. Like, maybe there's a cabin in the portal. You know.
Yeah, okay. That sounds like a plan. Moragan. Hey.
Yeah, you okay?
Yes, sorry. We had a lot to think over. I just want to tell you that you remind me of my daughter. She loved horses. Just fascinated by them. And she would ask a lot of questions before she would give information, you know. But she knew a lot about horses. So I guess what I'm saying is we're going to go find that portal. And we're going to take you through the portal to show you. And then maybe you can trust us enough to share your quote-unquote horse information. Obviously not about horses, but, you know, like that.
Preferably about doves and robins, I assume.
Yes.
Fine. Yes, I need to know more about this. We should definitely do that.
Great. It's settled. Let's go out into the woods a little bit. There's a cabin in there.
Moragan's gonna kind of look at Timmoren, really just kind of like an over the shoulder. Are they gonna take me out back and kill me somewhere? Or
no, it's the cabin where my dad died.
Okay. Sure, we'll go to a cabin in the woods where someone already died.
Oh no, we took. I mean, it was the demons. You know, we took care of it. So I mean, it's safe now. Oh, come on. Thank you for all the information, Timmoren.
Yeah, you all take care now. And, keep safe. Don't want nothing bad happening to you.
Pleasure meeting you, Timmoren. I'll say hello again sometime, maybe.
Yeah. Good luck with all of this stuff happening. I wish you the best.
Oh man.
I thought we had walked away from Timmoren already. I'm sorry.
No, we never. I don't think we said we did. So
You didn't.
I figured I'd just throw that out there.
You guys were just sitting there having this conversation, and we're just sitting there going, huh, okay.
Awkward staring, like avoiding eye contact.
Sipping on some watermelon wine.
Yeah, we'll head to the cabin.
As we're walking to the cabin, can I leaf through the book that Timmoren gave me?
Oh yeah.
So, what are you looking for out of the book?
I am looking for any symbols, runes, anything different than kind of what he talked about. But at this first time, I'm looking to see if there's any notes in the corners, if there are any runes in the book, symbols.
So you find throughout the book there are workings of spells and stuff like that, but none of them match the same dead language spell list that you have right now that you've been working with that surrounds Eterno. So the language that he uses in there is a typically foreign language compared to the rest of what is in Isan, but it's not the like super dead elven language, like high script language that you've been working with these runes. Some of them say the same type of magic, like the same magic components or some type of definition of the same symbols, but they're not the exact same script, and you can tell that right from that. So there's nothing to really pull from that content.
Okay.
Oh hey, you got those pages too.
Yeah. I will take the burnt up pages out and see what I can see on them.
Okay, go ahead and make an Arcana check, but do it with advantage.
18.
You discover that the pages were instructions on the rune work mixed with directions on how to create certain magic items using different demon parts. There are different demons that are on here. Different pages have the demons burned off. Some of them just have the demons on. But one thing you do find, for example, that really strikes this home with you is that there is spell components and runic components mixed to make some kind of spell with the Chasm Stinger.
Anything about the Zill?
There is a page about the Zill, but it's been burnt up with what the rune is and what the benefit is once you mix it. But it talks about the Zill. It talks about how you can harvest the stomach and the eyeballs of the Zill for different magic items.
And you said it's called a chasm? I thought it was a chasme. Kism? What is that spell for the Chasm Stinger?
For the Chasm Stinger, it is a paralytic spell. You can work with some runes to put it on a magic item, and if you set the magic item on someone and they fail their save, essentially, they are paralyzed for up to a minute. And you do find one page where there's not much left. It has been burnt. It was just one of the corner pieces. It looks like it may have been on the top of the packet of pages. But you can tell just from the face and the head that it is a drawn image of an Morazi. So you don't know what bits they need or what the magic does, but you do recognize the Morazi on there as well.
Well, Vartan, I think we know why the cultists are here. And
Oh, yeah?
she shares this information with Vartan.
All right. Man, I wonder what they're doing.
Well, the paralytic is concerning. We didn't see any defensive wounds on the last murder, but it could be because he was paralyzed.
Yeah, possibly.
But I think that we saw that they had drank the poison, and she holds up the poison. So, but that's terrifying. This is some really evil stuff. I think we want to share this with Moragan, too.
Our heroes will be right back after these messages.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? I kind of like the high five, but if you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. At ChumbaCasino.com, choose from hundreds of social casino-style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses. So don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18 plus.
Hello, listeners. If you are enjoying the show and would like to take a look at a way to support the cast while getting yourself some nice perks, please consider our Patreon. We offer ad-free listening as well as this entire season if you select the binge tier or higher on our Patreon. Plus, you'll be directly supporting our cast for their work, as our team over at Creative Typo have begun to pay our voice actors for our performances. So check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Creative Typo. I would also like to give a big shout out to our executive producer from Patreon, Nick Mead. Thank you, Mead. We truly appreciate your support. Now, back to the town of Eterno.
I think we want to share this with Moragan, too.
Yeah, I think so too. Now, I do think that while Baya was reading, I would be trying to make Moragan feel at ease with us going out to this cabin. Like, there would probably be some dialogue, because, I mean, it would be Baya reading while Vartan talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with going out here to this cabin, I mean, we may come across some more of those cultists, and, I mean, no better than us to come across them, right?
Yeah, much better that we come across the cultists than anyone from town or your city guard. I was quite worried about them with the last group. And she's just got one of her darts in her hand, just kind of twirling it between her fingers.
And, I mean, and also make sure that they didn't find a way to get there other than the portal. So I guess we'll see.
Who else knows about this portal?
Oh, just us.
Well, hopefully
I'm pretty
nobody else
sure.
has discovered it.
Do what now?
I hope no one else has discovered it.
Oh, no, I don't think anybody discovered it.
And where exactly does this portal take us?
Oh, it'll take us in a room that has a portal.
So we're portaling to a portal.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you'll see when we get there. But, I mean, just like Baya was saying, you're going to have to, like, we're doing this to show you that we trust you and you can trust us.
Well, as they say, trust is earned. I think that's probably true for all of us. Just kind of looking around.
And then I think that would be when me and Baya have the conversation, and then it's be like, well, I mean, we were just talking about it, Baya. I mean, got to tell her the information that you just found out.
Yeah. So, Morgan, I've been combing through this book that Timmoren just gave us, and then also the burnt pages that we found at the campground. It looks like there's spells on here that require demon parts. Specifically, the parts, the demons that were just here that we've slain. So that kind of tracks as to why they're here. Not sure how they found out, besides possibly the notes that Bastille wrote.
Do you know how many Bastille sent? I mean, I suppose it's possible some of them were intercepted.
That would have been a good question to ask.
Maybe we can find out when we head back into town. Otherwise, it's slightly disturbing how someone may have discovered that information.
Yes, and then also, I'm looking through this book, and the spells, the runes are different than on these pieces of paper. I don't know if this is a type of offshoot of this book that turned into an actual cult. I don't know. I'm still kind of piecing that together, how these two go together, and they're... I don't know. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, it's possible that since Timmoren said this was written as a work of fiction, the runes were not actually able to do anything. Perhaps through study and experimentation, someone discovered a way to make them imbued with power.
How far away from Timmoren are we?
I imagine you've been walking for a little while now. I mean, you're in the woods at this point, off his property and stuff, so...
Off his property. Okay. Well, is there a chance that Timmoren knew about this cult, and then he wrote a book based off the cult and just changed tiny details?
I guess that could be. Maybe, I mean, I don't want it to be, but it could still be Susan.
This Susan, clearly she was from here. Why would she bring people here to wreak havoc, destruction, and death upon people I assume were her friends?
Well, I meant, like, passing on the information and people might have taken it out of hand, but, I mean, I don't really know why she left and why her name would come up now. So, I don't know how good or bad the terms were when she did leave. It was obviously when I was a child, so it's been a while.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to know anything, Vartan. I mean, clearly she hasn't been here for a long time, and I mean, it sounds like you returned not long ago. So I don't know. Something's off about this whole thing. And there's got to be some truth in that book for someone to be willing to take it apart enough to figure out how they think it should work.
Yeah, I think you're onto something there. I mean, in Timmoren's book, there's no mention of demons or crafting spells or items.
So it must either be something older or something someone figured out.
Yeah. I mean, this was written so long ago. I mean, if it's gotten out, who knows how people have interpreted it.
Yeah, that timeline's still a little fuzzy to me. Timmoren wrote it. But figure that out later. Anyway, so it's clearly an old book, which means whatever faith grew up around it has had plenty of time to mature. It's had plenty of time to gain following and plenty of time to be studied up one side and down the other. And with dark magics such as these, it's probably poses more of a danger than just to your town.
Oh, look, the cabin's right there.
All right, so you guys make it to the cabin, and it's pretty much the way you left it. So it's still kind of tossed. There's, still stuff laying on the floor, still claw marks on the ceiling, walls, and floor.
Do we see any chasm stingers around the cabin?
No,
Or
there was no
in the walls
chasm
or anything.
stingers.
Okay.
Nope.
There's no, footprints around the cabin, was there?
Go ahead and make a check for that.
Oh, nat one. Not a double.
Vartan, you walk up to the cabin and you take a moment to look around the ground for footprints, but you're standing in the exact same spot of when you came out here the last time and tried to communicate with nature, and it didn't work. And so between that, you feeling frustrated, you get distracted thinking about other things, and you find zero prints of anything on the ground whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even with my perception, it's only a 9 too. So
yeah, that's rough.
It doesn't seem like anybody's been around the cabin.
Vartan, you just stood there and looked at. I'll look. Don't worry. I got an 11.
An 11's not gonna do it either, unfortunately.
Vartan, what are you doing? I feel like you're just circling in a single spot. What are you looking for?
Footprints. Well, Baya's.
The sun's really bright. I don't see anything. I don't think anybody's been here.
You're probably right.
I mean, you're free to check around back if you want to, Moragan, but we can just go in and get started if you'd rather.
Well, maybe I should take a quick gander. I'll walk around the building real quick if you don't mind.
Okay. Vartan, I feel like every time I talk to Moragan, it sounds very ominous.
Yeah, me too. That's why I was trying to calm her down while you were reading, because, I wouldn't want to be led out to a cabin in the woods and, with really talking about portals and stuff, so it sounds kind of creepy.
Yeah, I got a 10, so I don't see anything either. I just walk around and don't look at anything. Because apparently I'm worried about being killed once we walk inside the cabin.
Looking over behind you, over your shoulder. Looking over your shoulder.
You walk around the corner to the other side of the cabin and put your hand over your heart to catch your breath because Vartan/Baya is scaring the shit out of you.
Yes.
Creeping you the fuck out.
Trying to figure out if I know, like, smoke signals or something that Sean would recognize.
She's got to trust us after this.
You're actually putting marks on the ground in case they murder you so people know that you were here.
You've been leaving a trail.
Carved
the
your
whole time.
name in the dirt.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we might as well go in. I don't see anything either.
When you come around the last corner, I'd just smile and wave.
Hi.
Big toothy smile.
Okay, that's better, Vartan. Yeah, that's less creepy. We got this. Go inside.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Ethereal Embrace, a creative Typo production. Vartan the Furbog Fighter is voiced and played by Adam Culbertson. Baya Rustin, the half-elf sorcerer, is voiced and played by Tisha. Moragan, the human monk, is voiced and played by Nari Kwak. And I am Nico, your GM. Please remember to drop us a 5-star rating and review on your favorite podcatcher. Music provided in part by Midnight Syndicate, makers of the original Dungeons & Dragons soundtrack. If you would like to support our show or any of our other shows, you can join our family of patrons at patreon.com/Creative Typo. Remember, be safe, we love you all, and stay foolish.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? I kind of like the high five, but if you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. At ChumbaCasino.com, choose from hundreds of social casino-style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses, so don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.